Good day, good afternoon, good morning, everyone from all over the world. Welcome, welcome from AA Consulting Services. I have my very first cousin, Osborne David. Osborne is an inventor, an engineer, and he's now in Canada doing what we're doing. You know, he's a self-made millionaire that is creating and has beautiful children. So Osborne is working on a system right now, as we know what's going on with the restaurants closing down, businesses shutting down, and businesses to help restaurants be able to stay in business. Tell us about this system that is developing right now and how it would help a lot of businesses to stay afloat until we get over this, what is going on as a long-term system it can use. And go ahead, Osborne. Go ahead. The floor is yours. Tell us about this system and what right now in Canada.
Okay, well, basically, we all know what's happening in the world, and it's really a sad thing, and it's catching us unawares because a lot of us didn't. I mean, a few weeks ago or a few days ago, we didn't have any idea that we'll be where we are today, where everything is shutting down, people are losing their jobs, businesses are closing, and all that. Now, I run digital marketing services. I help local businesses to attract more customers by running their digital marketing or managing their digital marketing for them. And, for a lot of people like us who run such kind of agency businesses, it also affects us. So we see businesses closing down. So if your client's business is closing down, what about you? You think about it. You ask yourself, how can I help my client stay in business? Because if the client can't stay in business, then you cannot be in business, right? So, and like I said, it's a sad thing. So I started thinking, and one of the markets I serve are restaurant owners or restaurant businesses, and we all know how we want to go out. I mean, sometimes you want to go out with family, you want to sit out, you want to eat food outside and all that. And now all that is closing down and businesses are closing down. I was talking to a friend and she told me how a restaurant she used to work in that's been in existence for years just closed down and laid off staff. I mean, this is one of the biggest restaurants in Winnipeg where I stay, right? These restaurants have been in business for years, and just these events, right? These virus attack or something just shut them down just like that without warning. And I asked myself, what can be the solution? What can these businesses do? Is there any other, are we just going to shut down and hope that this is going to pass? Is there anything that we can do? And I thought about it. Well, I mean, look at Amazon. Amazon is still in business while, traditional businesses are shutting down. Amazon is still running. So even if local businesses are shutting down, you can actually still go buy stuff on Amazon and it still deliver what you buy to you. So why not our local businesses? Is there a way we can still serve people while they are indoors? What can we do? So for restaurants, it's really an opportunity. I know prior to this time, there are food delivery businesses like Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, and all that. But the thing is that these services, though they are great, they charge the restaurants a hefty commission on what they make. And I can understand that because they are delivering service, so they have to get paid. But is there a way that restaurants can still maximize the service that these guys offer them? And I came up with an idea. Well, restaurants can have an online ordering system. People can order online, make payment online, and either come in to pick up or they get it delivered through these services, right? And even if because one thing I know is that some restaurant owners frown at the fact that these service companies or these delivery companies are going to take that amount of commission. But there's a way to maximize it, right? There's a way to maximize it. One, they will bring you customers, which is good. But then is there a way that you can make more from the customers that they get to you and make those customers your customers, build more business with them, make them happy, and get them to order directly from you? Because now you have your own online ordering system. You can actually get them to order directly from you. They don't have to go to Grubhub or go to Uber Eats anymore, or go to DoorDash, whatever, to make that order, right? And the thing is that customers too, they would like an opportunity to order and just come pick it up at, you know, by your corner there, right? Rather than waiting till the food get delivered and then they get that, you know, awkward feeling of trying to pay give tip to the delivery person. So how can we avoid all that? So, and that's how I set up a restaurant VIP system where I educate restaurant owners on what they can do, how they shouldn't just shut their doors and hope that this passes, but they can stay open even if nobody comes into their business, their local business area where they operate. But people can actually make order on their website, on Facebook, right? And come in, pick up their delivery, pick up the food that they order, and everybody's happy, right? So that's really what it's about.
That is awesome, especially those of you who have your favorite you don't want to make it. And if you're tired
Yeah,
of cooking, this would be ideal. But how
exactly.
would restaurants get access to this? What is the system? How would they get access to getting? Is it an app or what? What is it? What is the system like? The VIP
Okay,
system.
so yeah, so my system is more like an all-in-one app. Firstly, many restaurants have websites, but they're not taking orders on their websites. You know, I
Yeah.
took my time, I looked through, they're not taking orders on their website. They have Facebook pages, and a lot of them have a lot of fans on their Facebook pages, but they're not taking orders on their Facebook page. So they only depend on people coming in through their doors, right? Now, with my system, they would have their own ordering system. So it's called like a shop, right? So people shop clothes online, people buy toys, buy stuff on Amazon, on websites like that, right? Restaurants can have their own e-commerce system where people can actually come to their own website, order their favorite dishes, right? Even make payments, and either wait for it to be delivered or they come by their curbside and pick up their food that they ordered. For one, it's going to make it faster. I know the best that some restaurants do is that maybe they post on Facebook and they put in their number and say call us for for an order, and that's fine. But I made an order 2 days ago on I called Boston Pizza, and I went to pick it up, and I could see how they have battling. They kept me when I called them. They kept me on the phone for a few minutes, before they attended to me. So, but all that can be avoided, right? So that the people serving can focus on the food that they're packaging, rather than juggling between taking the call, then running down to go and package the food and all that, going back and forth, because someone with my own system, someone can place an order, so it can be tied to a website. If they don't have a website, we can help them build a website, or we optimize what they have. All we need is a button. We put a button on their website, and people come to their website and click a button. Now, we also tie it to their Facebook page, because our system is integrated with Facebook, and with Facebook, their menu will also be on their Facebook page. So someone who visits their Facebook page can actually see their menu on their Facebook page. I mean, if someone goes and type pizza, for example, right, Facebook might likely show that person this restaurant's menu, because it's pizza on that restaurant's menu. Now, it doesn't stop there. We also have an app, because it's with the app that they can track the order, right? I'm sure you heard my phone beep. I'm not running a restaurant, but I have my own demo restaurant. So when someone makes that order, they're going to get that beep, right? It's going to beep them. And then even if they're not there to respond, it keeps, giving them notification, and even calls them to tell them you have an order, until they open the app and then accept that order. That means that order is in processing. And once they accept the order, the customer on the other end is going to get a notification via email that your order is being processed. And they can actually, let's say you make an order, they can actually put in the time when your order will be ready for pickup. right, from within the app. So that way they can actually track their sales. They can see how many sales they made today online, right? They can see how many customers ordered food from their restaurant, from Facebook or from their website, right? And all that. And there are other promotional stuff that can help them promote their businesses without opening their doors to customers. So
Wow.
within this period where we are all locked in, the restaurant can still be in business using our system.
Wow, that's fantastic. That is awesome. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Yesterday, the other day, I interviewed a lawyer. Her husband runs a restaurant. They practically shut down, and 16 people lost their
Yeah.
jobs. You can
Which is
imagine
sad.
something like that.
Yeah.
Some people, some jobs can be saved. They can be.
Yeah.
So how soon would this be available? Now you're better testing. So how many
Yeah.
restaurants are testing it right now, and how soon would it be available for them to use?
Yeah, so we've been testing it for about throughout this week. So I'm sure that with what we're doing by Monday, it will be ready. So if anybody wants information, they can email my email, like you flash it up there.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that anybody that emails now, we're going to give them a free 30-day trial, right? We want them to test the system. They can start generating money without paying us anything, right? And if they're happy, then we'll set up a payment system for them, right?
Wow.
Just to make them know that this works.
Yeah, tell them where you are. Would this be available all over Canada or just where you are? Which province again? Let them know where
Um,
you are.
I'm, I'm okay. I'm currently in Manitoba, but I mean, it's not limited to Manitoba. We can
So,
serve restaurants in the US, in Australia, anywhere in the world.
wow. So with the restaurant, do they have to do SEO thing? Do they need to do any work in terms of getting it to or you do all that is required, or they would have to just take their orders? What
Yeah,
is the
so
process for a restaurant owner? What part would they play besides getting the app in?
yeah, so we have it done for you system, and because I do marketing for businesses, local businesses. So we have it done for you system where we also have a way of running campaigns for them. Now, if they don't want that, it's fine. They can just use the app, it's fine. But if they want us to do more, which we can actually help them so that they can focus on what they do best, which is, packaging their food, preparing their recipes and all that. But we have it done for you system where we actually do the marketing for them, right? We do the marketing, we are running campaigns for them to let their customers know, one, that they care, right? Even in this crisis period. Two, that they are still open, even if their doors are not open for them to walk in, right? Three, that they have specials, they have whatever, right? People are having birthdays now, right? A restaurant can still serve these customers. So I was talking to one of my clients yesterday. She's not running a restaurant business though, but we're just talking about ways we can innovate in this crisis period and serve our clients or customers. So, and I told her, so she now said, oh, so I was sharing some things that I was about these anyway, what I was working on and how we're going to be launching pretty soon. And she was like, wow. She was like, oh, that she was just thinking about her son's birthday. Her son is not in the same city with her. And she was wondering how she was going to, she was planning to do some celebration, but now he's not even in the same city. Traveling is kind of restricted, and now that people are careful. So she was wondering how she was going to do that. I said, well, you can still have birthday parties online. Now we're here. This can be a birthday party, right? All you need to do is order the food. He wouldn't even know. The food gets delivered to his house, right? And you order your own food. If you don't want to make one, your food gets delivered to your house. I mean, she can order cake for him, and cake gets delivered to his house while he's unaware. And then she invites him in this kind of forum. There are different platforms. There's Zoom, there's StreamYard, there's Facebook Live, where you can have people meeting, right? And then the number of people that are with you here, and the people with him, his friends and all that, they can gather, play music, chat on the phone like this, like we're talking, and eat without being there together physically. Because I think that this is an eye opener for us, not just for business, but as people, that The world is taking another turn. This is 2020, where we are entering into a new era, right? I don't know if it's a coincidence that it's 2020 that this is happening. I don't know, but I think this is going to lead to a lot of technological development,
Yes.
right? I see it's going to be both crisis and opportunity. People who see the opportunity in it will take advantage of it. People who see the crisis, well, it might spell doom. Sorry to say, but I mean that's it is what it is. It's how do we manage it? Is how do we evolve? Is how do we pivot from where we are to where we want to be? So this is a clarion call to all of us, right? This is not war. This is not another country threatening another country. This just came up, and before we could contain it, it's taking over. Is shutting down economies,
Mm.
right? So it's going to lead to a lot of technological things and other things are going to follow this because for me, I see companies now who are laying off staff will come up and say, okay, you know what? Rather than me gathering all these people, and if this kind of thing comes up again tomorrow, I'll start laying off people. Why don't I work with virtual people? So
Yes.
a lot of work from home opportunities will be coming up from now, but it's going to be very competitive. So companies will hire staff, and those staff won't have to be in a premise to work for them,
That's true.
right? And it's going to be performance based. This is just my own thinking, is my own opinion. I could be wrong. It's going to be performance based. So a company goes and goes to a website and posts a job. People are going to bid for that job. So it's no longer HR hiring and all that. People are going to bid for that job based on their experience, certificate, or whatever, and all that. The company will hire you on performance based, right? That means you deliver and you get paid, right? So I mean, you can be traveling, you can be sitting on an airplane and you're walking, right? You could be in your hotel or your home and you're working. So it's going to be performance based. So every kind of job that does not really require someone to be there physically and maybe holding spanners or all that might be performance based, right? A lot of virtual stuff is going to be coming up. That's my thinking, right?
It,
An organization don't need to gather a lot of people
yeah.
for that organization to operate anymore.
It's so true. With what's going on, that's so true. One of my friends, who's an accountant, she was given a laptop. She's working from home. She called me this
Yeah,
afternoon. Oh, it's my break time. Let's chat a little bit. And they're
yeah,
connected to their office database, and they're
yeah,
working directly with
yeah,
her boss, which makes a lot of sense. This is
yeah,
this thing that is happening right now. I mean, it means a lot. This is where the future is going. Digital marketing, working from home is so huge. My other
exactly.
question for you, I mean, you're testing it right now. How affordable is this application for restaurant owners? Because they've been hit hard. Even though they shut their door, they'll still have to pay their mortgages. They still have to pay their rental fee for the office, the restaurant. They're not getting a break in that area. But how
Yeah,
affordable would this application be for them in
yeah,
terms of, cost wise?
yeah. Really, we battled with it because we want to be very considerate, but at the same time, we cannot make it free. If it's free, when we cannot be in business.
That's
So,
true.
but when we looked at it in terms of what they have, the options that they have available, number one, if a restaurant wants to run its own delivery system, it's going to cost you having fleets of vehicle. It's going to cost you having staff that are driving those vehicles. It's going to cost you vehicle maintenance, and that's one aspect. So a lot of restaurants don't want to do that. The other option now is, okay, should they use services like delivery services like DoorDash, right, and the likes, and that's fine. Those services take up to 20% or more of what each sale they make, right, from the restaurant owner. So I did a little bit of calculation and I was like, okay, so let's say this restaurant sells, makes sale up to $500 per day, right? So if this restaurant makes sale up to $500 per day by using these delivery services, right? And these delivery services take maybe 20% of 20% cut from whatever they make, whatever sale they make or they generate from through them. That's fine. Let's do the calculation. So $500 per day. Let's assume that in the next 30 days, we don't know what's going to happen. In the next 30 days, that's $500 per day will be $15,000, right? Pretty good money, right? However, that means if you take out 20% of $15,000, you just took $3,000 away from the restaurant. See, this is why restaurant owners don't like those services, but then you need them to still, but you need to know how to maximize it. So we have a program that I call Delivery Profit Maximizer, where we educate restaurants how they can maximize those services and turn those customers to be repeat customers. But that's one aspect. So how affordable is our system? So rather than paying us $3,000, which is well worth it, because DoorDash will not give you a website, DoorDash will not put your menu on your Facebook, DoorDash will not give you an online ordering system, DoorDash will not even allow you to access the customer data. Our system gives everything to you in your hands, so you are actually in control. However, if we help you make $15,000 per day, right? And we say you should pay us $500, for example. I'm not saying it's $500. We just saved you $2,500 that you would have paid if by just depending on DoorDash alone. And if you're going to run your own delivery service program and you have to get your cars, you have to fuel them, you have to hire the drivers, you have to pay them, right? How much would that be? How much are we saving you? So really, really, we've looked at it. Our system is extremely affordable, if I'll use that word. Extremely affordable. I mean, people who just want the basic package right now, what we're doing because of this crisis period can start with just $97. They just have the system, they're using it. We're not running any service for them. But if they want us to run the service, it's still even more affordable if we have to run the service for them, because then they can just focus on, and we believe we with our experience will give them better results than them just having the app and having the ordering system on their website.
Wow.
And they only have to pay just a little tiny bit more.
Yeah,
to
that's
have
considering the alternative of not having a system like this. Because a lot of time, most restaurants have their inventory. They bought the food, it's sitting there. It's just a question of having it made and having people come in. So that's where I would love to bring you back as this testing process is going to. So you have a few beta testers right now that are testing out the system, right? You do, yes?
Right now, yeah, we are talking to a few persons. We haven't set them up on the system. They've shown interest.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So we haven't set them up on the system. We are testing in-house. So we every phase of the project we kind of test right now. But by Monday we will be fully into the market.
Awesome. That's amazing. I would love to bring you in again to talk a little bit more so that other people watching this and as you guys see, you can send an email to be on the list of the better testers. As Osman has said, you at this stage you get at a better rate to being part of, to do the test. So that's really amazing. I'm super excited to see where there is an alternative. So I'm glad this idea totally, because really Amazon is so busy right now. The warehouse is doubling their employees. So obviously something is working. So this will work, especially the restaurants. Even though it's very food, if they can make it fresh and deliver it, that's amazing. That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming. I'm looking forward to more news. And guys, you're watching, subscribe so that go to the page. Also, this is Osman's page. Go there, like the page, click get notifications so that any new update, you automatically get notification. And when you see this post, come in, ask your question, find out how you can help your neighborhood restaurant with this application. So it's amazing. Thank you for joining and coming.
Thanks for having me.
I'll bring you again and again and again until we see this application in the market and being used. And we would like to bring customers that are using the restaurants that are using it so that they can share the experience as well. Thank you so much.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you guys for watching. Stay tuned. More is coming. You can afford to, and if you're a restaurant owner out there, hello, there is hope. I'll be contacting
Yep.
you to let you know so that you can go and get this system and see how it will work for you. Thank you so much. All the best to you, and thank you
Thank
all
you.
for joining us. And I'll bring you in again, and
Sure.
go through as the process continues. This is amazing. This is a new age, 2020. Time to learn.
2020.
When things
Yeah.
like this happen, you find the positive side of it. Maybe the
Yep.
universe is telling us something. It's time for a change,
Yep.
and we can all benefit from this. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. All the best to you, and God bless.